This show was made possible through the continued support of the Digica affiliates. Hello, my webmaster friends. We're all happy that spring has finally sprung here in the Northern Hemisphere, and welcome to this thrill ride we call APCW Perspectives. And hey, we're counting down the days to IGB London, and I hope to see many of you there. But we have business to attend to first, beginning with what some may believe is a canary in our coal mine, as longtime GPWA and APCW supporter Bet365 is making some headlines, apparently testing the waters for a possible sale in whole or in part. Billionaire founder and CEO Denise Coates is wondering if this may be the time to cash in her chips. So she is speaking with banks and advisors here in America. A sale of Bet365 could be worth over $12 billion. But why sell? Why now? Well, like me, she's in her late 50s and may be thinking about retirement, but unlike me, she doesn't need the money. And the company is expanding into new markets, including the lucrative US market. So I can't help but wonder, if the ever-increasing taxes, tightening restrictions, and the weight of growing regulations, especially in the UK, have forced her into a decision here, or at least encouraged her. And shopping the company in America is no accident, as they have been actively taking measures to make Bet365 more attractive to US investors, doing things like pulling out of the Chinese market. And a gambling consultant recently said that there is more money chasing gambling companies than there are gambling companies. And if Bet365 does get sold, it could certainly shake up our industry. You know, it could shift the balance of power somehow, depending on who buys it and what their ambitions are. Welcome back. Heading into the second half of our program, and you know what we gotta do. Yes, you know what time it is. It's time to welcome another new APCW member, and today it's the Makeberry affiliates. They represent several properties specializing in sports betting and iGaming, and they have no negative carryover, with CPA and flat fee deals, as well as hybrid and rev share with effective earnings up to 45%. Check out their review page on the APCW website or visit them directly at affiliate.makeberry.com. Also, we've just released another interview video, this time with Income Access. I catch up with longtime friend and industry expert Erica Anderson to speak about recent improvements they've made to help affiliates work more efficiently and effectively, as well as their involvement in the emerging markets like Brazil. Now, you may recall that our last conversation with Erica focused on Canada, and we've all seen what's been happening there since that conversation took place. In fact, just this week, Hard Rock applied for a license in Ontario. So be sure to track down that interview and give it a watch on the APCW website, our YouTube channel, and in the forums at GPWA. Lastly, at the beginning of this program, we mentioned the upcoming IGB Live event in London, which is now less than 2 months away. APCW member Boomerang Partners will be there, and they just published their insights into sports betting traffic, which is available under the Webmaster News tab at GPWA. So, that's a week, that's a wrap, but not much drama. But hey, we'll take it because we know the drama is gonna be back. Maybe it'll be back next week. Like me, God willing. I'm sure all that noise made his wee-wee grow 2.5 inches. So now it's 3.